You're someone special. Can you believe it? You God's masterpiece. What a gem in his eyes. Oh yes. So woman, I see great value in you. And if they're not gonna see it, I want you to know that I do. Woman, I see great value in you. And if they're not gonna see it, I want you to know that I do. So big up all them ladies, you are excellent. You work more than diamonds and pearls. Big up all them ladies all around the world. Mothers, wives and daughters. Big up all them ladies, you are excellent. You work more than diamonds and pearls. Big up all them ladies all around the world. Mothers, wives and daughters. Woman, I see great value in you. And if they're not gonna see it, I want you to know that I do. Woman, I see great value in you. And if they're not gonna see it, I want you to know that I do. Woman, woman, woman. Mama, mama. Woman, woman. There is value in you, oh yes. Woman, woman. Woman, woman. Mama, mama. Hey. Say, woman, I see.
Woman, I see.
Say, woman, I see.
Woman, I see.
Mama, mama, mama. Woman, 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 woman. Thought you couldn't make it, yet your future looks so far-fetched. Abuse and they rob you, take away your innocence. Oh no. You lost your way now, and you lose your confidence. Yet your future shining brighter, brighter every day. Oh yeah. But I see the greatness and blessing in you. Your beauty and virtue, woman, so pure. Don't settle for less. Make the sky your limit. This sacrifice you made will one day pay. Woman, I see great value in you. And if them not gonna see it, I want you to know that I do. Woman, I see great value in you. And if them not gonna see it, I want you to know that I do. Standing in the gap, you know I'm sorry for all the wrong that was done to you. And I pray that life bring you joy in everything you do. Oh, you're someone special. Can you believe it? You God's masterpiece. What a gem in his eyes. Oh yes. So woman, I see great value in you. And if they're not gonna see it, I want you to know that I do. Woman, I see great value in you. And if they're not gonna see it, I want you to know that I do. So big up all them ladies, you are excellent. You work more than diamonds and pearls. Big up all them ladies all around the world. Mothers, wives and daughters. Big up all them ladies, you are excellent. You work more than diamonds and pearls. Big up all them ladies all around the world. Mothers, wives and daughters. Woman, I see great value want you to know that I do. Woman, woman, woman. Mama, mama. Woman, woman. There is value in you, oh yes. Woman, woman. Woman, woman. Mama, mama. Hey. Say, woman, I see.
Woman, I see.
Say, woman, I see.
Woman, I see.
Mama, mama, mama. Woman, 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 woman. Thought you couldn't make it, yet your future looks so far-fetched. Abuse and they rob you, take away your innocence. Oh no. You lost your way now, and you lose your confidence. Yet your future's shining brighter, brighter every day. Oh yeah. But I see the greatness and blessing in you. Your beauty and virtue, woman, so pure. Don't settle for less. Make the sky your limit. This sacrifice you made will one day pay. Woman, I see great value in you. And if them not gon' see it, I want you to know that I do. Woman, I see great value in you. And if them not gon' see it, I want you to know that I do. Standing in the gap, you know I'm sorry for all the wrong that was done to you. And I pray that life bring you joy in everything you do. Oh, you're someone special. Can you believe it? You're God's masterpiece. What a gem in his eyes. Oh yes. Say, woman, I see great value in you. And if them not gonna see it, I want you to know that I do. Woman, I see great value in you. And if them not gonna see it, I want you to know that I do. So big up all them ladies, you are excellent. You work more than diamonds and pearls. Big up all them ladies all around the world. Mothers, wives, and daughters. Big up all them ladies, you are excellent. You work more than diamonds and pearls. Big up all them ladies all around the world. Mothers, wives, and daughters. Woman, I see great value in you. And if them not gon' see it, I want you to know that I do. Woman, I see great value in you. And if them not gon' see it, I want you to know that I do. Woman, woman, woman. Mama, mama. Woman, woman. There is value in you, oh yes. Woman, woman. Woman, woman. Mama, mama. Hey. Say, woman, I see.
Hello, hello, hello. Good afternoon. Blessed Sunday to each and every one of you. Welcome to another program of The Man Behind His Emotion. I'm your host, Randy Shepherd. Thank you for sharing another beautiful Sunday afternoon with me. Let me take this opportunity to say Happy International Women's Day to all of you phenomenal women out there. I mean, we celebrated yesterday, but I'm going to take the opportunity to send greetings today. Um, we're going to continue from last week where we were discussing domestic violence, something that is being a nuisance to our society. And we're going to touch on that a bit. But before I get into my discussions, uh, first of all, I want to say thank you to iSecure Security Service for being a part of this program, Executive Car Wash for being a part of this program also, and Livewire TV. Just after the program today, I'll be on this seawall. I have some flyers. Myself and son will be distributing some flyers. The flyers say, "Let's work together to stop domestic violence. It's not right. It's damaging our society." These words was put together by my son. And then we have a little sticker you can place in your vehicles. Let's say, "Stop domestic violence." Domestic violence and gender-based violence. I had the opportunity, I think it was Wednesday of last week. I had the opportunity of being a part of a candlelight vigil on the Kingston seawall around by the bandstand area there. And most of the persons that were there are either survivors of domestic violence or they would have lost somebody close to them because of domestic violence. And I stand there among a group of people who I don't know much about. And I felt the pain and the emotion, mostly women. I felt the pain and emotion among those women who are there trying to fight for a cause that all of us need to fight for. Women that, as I said, were either abused at some point in time in their lives, and women that was out there mourning somebody who they would have lost because of domestic violence. I said a few things out there that touch a few bones, and I received some calls after that. A few persons was very upset because of what I said. I sit here today and I say I have no apology for nothing that I would have said at that program. We as Guyanese, we need to face the reality of the issue and the problem that is ahead, is in front of us. Since the year starts, I stand to be corrected if I'm wrong. The third month of the year, incomplete as yet. And we would have lost between 6 to 8 women because of domestic violence. And that is 6 to 8 women that was somebody's daughter, somebody's mother, somebody's sister, niece, cousin, and we can go on. How we as a people can sit. Sometimes when I see some of the comments on Facebook about these things, it upset my stomach. Because I want to know how we as a people can sit and look at something like that and say, "Oh, she mustn't take the man money, she deserves to die." Like, seriously, really. Sometimes when I sit on these programs, I've got to restrain myself because some of the things that I want to say, I really don't want to put the owner of this channel in problems. But any right-minded human being that can sit and take a couple seconds of their miserable life to type that it's okay that a man kill a woman because he may have taken her money, or she may have promised him this or promised him that. Something wrong with y'all upstairs. Something definitely wrong with us as a people, that we can sit in our miserable corner just because we got a phone and we can type nonsense. You remember from the inception of this program, I told you all that I'm not looking for people to like me. I am here to fight for a cause and to bring about a change in whatever way I can. And I'm going to say it as it is. I'm going to say it the way I see it also. You in your miserable corner with your miserable life, somebody just lose the daughter, a child or children just leave without a mother, and you can pick up your phone and type a bunch of nonsense because it didn't knock at your doors yet. It didn't hit home to yours yet. We need to change the way we do things. When I stand among those women on the seawall last week, don't care how macho I look, I could not have held back my emotions. When you look at these women, you see the pain. When you look at the relatives, you see the pain. Is it that love's supposed to be painful? I don't know. I certainly don't know about that part. If at some point in time in your relationship, you realize that the relationship going downhill, and you would have tried everything humanly possible to fix it, and it didn't fix it, the only thing left for you to do is to say bye-bye. Walk away, start over. As simple as that. I'm not sitting here and saying that starting over is the easiest thing to do. It's hard. Some of us as men, because of our macho-ness, we feel that, our friends gonna laugh at us. They're gonna throw slang at us. They're gonna say we soft. They're gonna say we stupid. As a man, I prefer for them to say that about me than for me to live a miserable life after hurting somebody's girl child. Let her call me pugly, let her call me stupid, let her call me whatever. I prefer to live with that. I prefer to live with that. Sometimes we as men, we fail to realize that when we hurt these women, we're hurting ourselves. There's nothing we're gaining from that. We're hurting ourselves. We're hurting our kids. Because most of the time, if a family member don't want to take the kids end up in foster care. And sometimes it doesn't be the best. And then that child or children have to live with that memory playing in their mind for the rest of their lives. I saw my father do this to my mother. A couple of weeks ago, I was at a meeting, and I'm sitting, and within that meeting, it was said that within that environment, there are 4 kids between age 7 and 10 that would have witnessed their fathers taking their mother's life. 4 of them. Could you imagine the trauma that those children have to deal with? Why would you want to put your child or your children through that? He doesn't own them. Women are a gift to us. He doesn't own them. They're given to us. And if we can take care of them, I mean, sometimes they can be real overbearing. Can't run from that. They can. But it doesn't matter how overbearing she gets. That doesn't give you the right to take her life. That doesn't give you the right to slap her. That doesn't give you the right to cuff her. Remember, it takes one blow, you know. One blow. One blow it takes. As a man, I'm sitting here and I've been there. I've been there. Did the thought ever run through my mind? Yes. Yes, it did. It did. But I thank God I was able to deal with it. I stand over the individual. And I had the same thought. I invest so much in you. I did so much. And now you didn't do this to me. I was there. Did I have anybody to talk to? No. It was me, my mind, and my emotions. On that day, it was me, my mind, and my emotions. I remember it was about 3-something in the morning. And I am standing there, and the individual is fast asleep. Did it play my mind, if nobody can get you, I can't get you? Yes, it did. Yes, it did. But what? Then it started to play that if you do this, what you going to gain from it? What's going to happen? How long you going to run for? What's going to happen to the people that love you? What's going to happen to her family? What's going to happen to the kids? What's going to happen? And I was able to walk away from that. I had to start all over again. Literally start all over again. But I was able to do it. I was able to do it. So I say that to say this. Men, it's okay to say we're not okay. And it's okay to walk away and start over again. A woman is not an investment. We don't invest in women, you know. I don't know where some of us get that idea from that I invest in her. It's not an investment. I own she. We doesn't own them. If for whatever reason she decides that she needs to move on, and you would have bruised up your knee trying to beg, swell up your eye crying, begging, go to your pastor, your pandit, your imam, your parents, her parents, and her mindset is that she wants to go, let her go. Let her go. Sometimes letting go of the things that are close to you, it's hard. But sometimes it is be the best thing to do. As I said, when I look on the faces of those women at the Seawall bandstand, I think it was Wednesday, last week Wednesday, it was painful. It was painful. 6 to 8 women, and we're not even 3 months into the years yet. And I'm not beating up on anybody, and I'm not beating up on men. I am appealing. I'm making a cry. I'm crying out to men as a man. We can do better. We need to do better. We need to deal with these things differently. And we can do better. Think about the children. Think about, what they gotta face. The pain that you're leaving them in. Because the mother is dead, and automatically the father is dead too. Whether he's on the run or he get caught and he's in prison, that's it. That's it. And sometimes that child grow up with so much hate. Within them. And they're just waiting to have an opportunity for revenge. Because I thought my father's supposed to protect me. But no, my father ain't protecting me. Fellas, let's do better. It's a touchy topic. Whenever I'm dealing with it, I try my best not to allow my emotions to get to me. I remember in 2018, 2019, I attended 3 funerals within 3 days on the East Coast, where 3 women was killed by their spouses. At that time, I had a vibrant campaign, and I was invited to speak at those funerals. And from then to now, we're fighting it. I still think that there is much that can be done by the authorities where domestic violence and gender-based violence is concerned. There's a lot that can be done. I don't think enough emphasis is being put into it. Enough energy is being put into it. Ladies, I keep saying this. From the time the tone of voice starts to change, that's a sign. From the time you start getting called out of your name, that's a sign. Sometimes some of you would say, I gotta stay and take the licks because of my children. What gonna happen to them? What gonna happen to your children when, God forbid, he kill you? So it's best you go with your kids and start over. Another thing, parents, I said this last week. Let your daughters know that they're welcome home. They can bring their kids, your doors are open. Accept them before you bury them. Let her run and come by you with the children. Help them to get back up and don't care what is the relationship, what type of relationship you and your daughter got. Yeah, I'll talk in a time like that when she needs you. Open your door as wide as you can. Because it doesn't matter the type of relationship you and your child have. When you got to bury them, you just feel it. And under those circumstances. And a lot of times, some of us would stand and say, if I didn't know. As parents, we need to let them feel comfortable that they can come to us. And when they come to us, we accept them. Try that with your man. Try it if he beating you, you gotta know what you're gonna do. And then you stand up over that box and you bawling your windpipe out. But you had an opportunity to say, my daughter, bring your children and come. Bring them and come. Bring them and come. We can share this little space. Let me share the little space before I got to go in at Sandy's and picking a box for you and going through Cemetery Road and looking for a spot. What happened to community love? Is there anything like that anymore? I remember as a young man growing up, I'm not as young as I look, just let me stick that in. But I remember as a young man growing up, everybody in the community used to look out for somebody. You had that togetherness. But now the neighbor would hide behind she blind with a phone, trying to video Shirley, husband beating Shirley. And then they're going to group up later down the road and talk about how Shirley, husband, is beat her. Because Shirley, husband, beating Shirley, then we business, then she, man, then she tried it with it, she text, she licks. She just look fit. Sometimes you can afford to say that because it didn't knock at your doors yet. We feel things and we understand the pain that comes with certain things when it hit us. Every single thing right now is somebody trying to get a video before they help. Everybody wants to get a video before they help. We need to create safe spaces within our community so that gender-based violence and domestic violence victims can run and come for help. The no Auntie Patsy down the road, we could run in by Auntie Patsy. Auntie Patsy can keep you there until the police come, until the relevant authorities come. Those are things we need to do to help. Let's work on reducing it, and then we work on eliminating it completely. It's not impossible. But it takes all of us. It takes all of us, all of us, all of us. From the time you see Shirley get too cuff, make it your business. Even if she don't talk. Even if she cussed you out yesterday, and you see she getting too cuff today from her husband, make it your business. Get involved. Me telling you, go give your husband too cuff. Use the legal means and ways that you can help her to help her. If you gotta give her shelter for a couple of days, give her shelter for a couple of days. Because you're saving a life. You are saving a life. We're dealing with this for too long, A couple of weeks or about a month ago, we had a little 16-year-old. I try not to talk much about that because. And we had a man that stand over a woman and empty a magazine on her and saying he did that in self-defense. Like, seriously, my brother. Like, seriously. And then sometimes as parents, we got to watch how we're raising our boy children. We got to watch how we're raising our boy children. Yeah, teaching them to be a little bit macho, nothing is wrong with that. But teach them also that it's okay for them to talk about their emotions, talk about their feelings, talk about what is bothering them. Sometimes we teach them, yeah, you gotta be macho. And we emphasize so much on them being this macho young man that when that time comes and their emotions hit them, they can't handle their emotions. Because all they were taught is that you got to be this macho. Your voice must be, oh, and your shoulders, and you're always puffing up, and you're not taking stupidness from nobody. That's what we're teaching our sons. And then they go take somebody's daughter. And because they wasn't taught how to deal with certain things that comes and taking that young lady. They were taught you're in charge. You're the man. You're the man of the home. You're the head of the home. My definition of the man being the head is for him to be a provider and a protector. So if we can change the dynamics and how we raise our boy children. Somebody said something to me a couple of days ago. We were talking about beating our kids, and it was a very interesting conversation. And the person said to me, "Do you know? Yes, sometimes they need a little top up, but constantly beating your child, and we're talking here about the boy child, beating, and everything you're hitting him for, and you're hitting him to get things right. And he's going to grow, and he may think he got to hit his wife to get something right. Because this is what my parents used to do. When they want me get it right, they put 2 lash or 2 cuff in me. Because they want me to get it right. So my wife got to get it right. This is how she can get it right. Let's change the way we do things. Sometimes I have all due respect for women that are single parent. I can tell you that because I am raising one by myself, and I can tell you it's a challenge. And I can imagine a woman that got 3, 4 children that she's raising as a single mother. I don't even want to go in her shoes. It won't fit me at all. Because if I am having the challenges that I am having with one, so I have great respect for women that are single parents. But there are some things that, and I learned that by raising my son, there are some things that a woman can teach a child that a man can't. And there are some things that a man can teach a child that a woman can't. And that is why sometimes I sit and I say we have too many sperm donors. Got some of these banners just come and donate the semen and the beat out. They're gonna look for somebody else to donate it to, beat out. Because for some foolish reason, they think when they stand up on the corner with the brethren and they can say, I got 5 children, mother, that classify them as a MAN. For some reason, in their little confused head, they feel that make them a man. You got 5 children, 5 different women, and you contribute nothing to them. What I make you? I know, but I wouldn't say it. You doesn't have to be, and they got some mothers punish men by using their children as a tool to get back to that man. There's some men out there that really want to be a part of their children's life. They want to be a part of their children's life. But the mothers, just to teach that man a lesson, depriving that child of having a relationship with his or her father because of whatever differences she and the father may have. Stop it. Stop it. Stop sitting down with your children and telling them foolishness about their fathers. Stop it. Y'all stop it. And for the deadbeats one, the deadbeats dad that buy a boots every weekend, every show that got you showing up to, but you ain't showing up to your child. You ain't showing up to that child. Nine out of 10 times, you have a stable family with both parents. You say you make the child or you don't make the child mind, but most of the time, you'll find a difference with that child behavior pattern and how that child deal with things. Sometimes people tell me, you don't think you get your son involved in things that he's too young to understand? No. No. This is the right time. This is the right time. Because I am preparing him. I am preparing him. I'm preparing that wicket for him to play on. Yes, it's okay, Randy. You can be emotional. Yes, Randy, it's okay. Talk to me about anything. Yes, Randy, if I do something and you don't like it, you're free to tell me about it. Nothing wrong with that. Daddy would like to ask you something. What is it? Okay. Oh, why you asking me that? Shut up. You're too small for know that. No. Because if you don't teach them, they can go there and somebody can teach them. But the difference is that the way they're going to be taught it out there, that's where the difference can be. Fathers makes a big difference in a child life, and also boy children. A father is his son's first hero and his daughter's first love. If your son get up every morning and see you cussing him out and hitting shit, you're preparing an abuser. You're raising an abuser. Telling him it's cool. As I said last week, I grew up in a home and it was kind of a family home. And I watched my uncle beat their wives, push them down step, kick them, cuff them. As a little boy, I grew up and I saw that. And my first thought was that, okay, because when I see them do these things, the women submit. And I was like, okay, there's how we got to go. And as I become a teenager, every day I thank God for changing my mindset where that is concerned. Every day. Fathers, we need to be there. We need to be there. We need to be there. We need to stop being visitors in our children's life. We need to stop being visitors in their lives. A child would forget all the gifts you give to them. But the time you spend with them will last for a lifetime. As men, we need to do better. As fathers, we need to do better. Sometimes when you talk to some of these men, there is no substitute for being an abuser. But sometimes when you talk to some of them, you feel their pain. There's no excuse for being an abuser. The other day, I was called to deal with an issue Friday. Friday. And 40-something-year-old man. Fortunately, I was able to get there before he even get to hit. And when I hugged this man, when I hug him, I think he's 47 or 48, something around that. When I hug this man and embrace him, at 40-something, in his late 40s, he said, a man never hug me and tell me it's going to be okay. In his late 40s, I was able to get them time to get involved with counselors, and they're dealing with it, like checking on them every now and then. When my son wake up in the morning, I give him a hug. When I drop him to school, I give him a hug. Before he goes to bed, I give him a hug. I tell him I love him. Men have issues with that type of connection. Last year, August, I went to a youth camp. I'm not straying. I'm still on the topic of domestic violence. Went to a youth camp last year, and it was sheer young boys there. The entire camp was sheer boys. And I'm speaking to these young men, and in the middle of speaking to them, I stopped and I said, every one of you find somebody and hug. And I stand there for 25 minutes, and none of those young men want to hug each other. I said, why? One of them shouted out, "Boss man, there's a funny thing you telling me to do. Man, no hug, man." An auditorium with about 150 young men between the ages of 14 to about, let's say, 18, 19. There is a funny thing you telling me to do there, man, don't hug, man. It was a struggle for about an hour and 20 minutes to make it happen. I was determined. I remember after the program, 2 young men came in and said, Uncle, every morning we gonna walk around the school and hug we friend them. Every morning, Uncle. Because why? Their parents were taught maybe that is wrong, so their parents teach them that is wrong. And then with all these different social media things we have and all these things that children have an opportunity to just pick up a phone and see certain things and listen to certain things. Some of the foolish music that degrade women, that insult women. And we play it in our homes and have our children listening to it. We play it in our homes and our children are listening to it. We as a people, I keep saying it, we need to take a stand, and a very firm one, to change the entire way that we deal with gender-based violence and domestic violence. If we can come together as a people to do that, I don't think we'll get anywhere. I ain't telling you mind your neighbor business. But if your neighbor beating your wife, make it your business. Make it your business. Don't run for your phone and try videoing it. For send it to this body, send it to that. Look what she husband doing shit. You are an accomplice and you're contributing to the issue. Instead of you helping it or assisting that person to get out of it, you're contributing to it. We would stand up and we would watch a woman getting she licks, and we there so, and we trying to get the best shot. Trying to get the best shot. And then, God forbid, she dead. You know, I used to beat you bad. You know how long he used to beat you? You just need to shut your mouth and stay in your little lousy, foolish corner by yourself. Because you're making sense. Because you had an opportunity to be a change, to bring about change. Fathers, you need to be present. Our presence is important. The role we play in our children's lives, more so our boy children, is important. Chill with your sons, man. If you could spend 2 hours at the bar, you could spend 2 hours with your son. Chill with him. Give him an opportunity. Yes, some of us may say, oh, the way his work and the way the job is, and you don't get time. But the way his work and the way your job is, you just find time to go and sit down and drink 2 beer. You could carry your son and sit down and drink 2 Malta. Listen to him. Let him know, hey, let me talk. What bothering you? What you want to know? Because most of the time you find these young boys, they're not getting the love and attention in the home. So they leave home, they go outside, and the gang leaders and the gang members embrace them. And they find love and attention there, even though it's the wrong type. But that is what they're looking for. And there's where they find it. And they're going to fit in. They will fit in. The elders in the community. Yeah, some of these little boys, their mouth can be hot. But embrace them. It doesn't have to be their biological fathers. It doesn't have to have a relationship with their mothers. I'm trying to do something now whereby I can go into communities and just chill with young men and give them an opportunity to speak. Because we will pass and see them on little lantern post and we start criticizing them right away. Them ain't got nothing to do with their life. They're just throwing away their life. Stop, park your car, park your motorbike, park your bicycle. Pull up and have a conversation with them, man. Pull up and gaff with them, reason with them. Listen to them. Sometimes some of us talk to them too much. We talk to them a lot and we hardly listen to them. So we can never hear what they're saying because we feel what we're saying, that is what they have to listen to. So they doesn't have an opportunity to tell us nothing. And I need to change. That need to change. Sometimes we need to stop talking and listen. I don't smoke marijuana. I don't drink. Sometimes when I pass through certain places and I don't talk, stop and reason with some of these youngsters, I get high. High. Because I inhaling all the marijuana smoke because I have to now show them that, hey, I'm judging you based on what you're doing. We can do better. I'm getting close to program time. Time is never enough to have these discussions. For those of you who join me every week, I appreciate you. I thank you for being a part of this program. Some folks have been reaching out to me concerning sponsorship. During the week, I'll make contact with you and let you know how you can come on board. For the folks who've been asking about the book, I would have sent you after a read the information you can contact them. Unfortunately, I doesn't have any more books. I had like about 10 books and I gave away all of them. I gave out all of them and I try to get some more books to give out. So remember, I'll be here again next week, same time, for another program. Should be happening next week. You can follow the page. You'll be updated with that. I'll be on the wall, like I said, up an hour after I meet you. I have some material earlier, bumper stickers, little stickers, flyers, and distribution. You can place the stickers in your car, it says stop domestic violence. The flyers, you can place it up to your business, and lamp and post somewhere. Let's come together. We need to do this together in order to make it. Right? So Once again, thanks to Livewire TV, ICQ Security Service, Executive Care One. And remember, if you're looking for assistance, you've got the wedding reception, you got your little consigner, you got your little walkathon, and you need something to put on a little truck or so, you can contact Livewire Audio Rental. You can contact them at 671-6228, 671-6228, 701-4020. You can make contact with them. I can tell you the song is off the hook. As they say, clean, proper. Right, so join me next week at the same time, same place for another program of The Man Behind His Emotion. I'm your host, Randy Shepherd, saying thank you for inviting me into your living rooms and into your space. I hope that you were able to leave with something today. And remember, men, it's okay to say we're not okay. Bye-bye.
Thought you couldn't make it, yet your future looks so far-fetched. Abuse and they rob you, take away your innocence. Oh no, you lost your way now, and you lose your confidence. Yet your future's shining brighter, brighter every day. Oh yeah, but I see the greatness and blessing in you. Your beauty and virtue, woman, so pure. Don't settle for less, make the sky your limit. This sacrifice you made will one day pay. Woman, I see great value in you. And if them now go see it, I want you to know that I do. Woman, I see great value in you. And if them now go see it, I want you to know that I do. Standing in the gap, you know I'm sorry for all the wrong that was done to you. And I pray that life bring you joy in everything you do. Oh, you're someone special. Can you believe it? You're God's masterpiece. What a gem in his eyes. Oh, yes. So, woman, I see great value in you. And if them now go see it, I want you to know that I do. I see great value in you. And if them now go see it, I want you to know that I do. So big up all them ladies, you are excellent. You work more than diamonds and pearls. Big up all them ladies, all around the world. Mothers, wives and daughters. Big up all them ladies, you are excellent. You work more than diamonds and pearls. Big up all them ladies all around the world. Mothers, wives and daughters. Woman, I see great value in you. And if them now go see it, I want you to know that I do. Woman, I see great value in you. And if them now go see it, I want you to know that I do.